Every time South Africans are complaining about foreign nationals in this country, which were xenophobic. You can be a minister, you can be a politician, you can be an MEC, which was xenophobic. And MEC of Health Limpopo tried to raise issues as they affect her province and the facilities that she manages. But they called her xenophobic. So I think we should just try to understand what's happening in the country before we call South Africans xenophobic. This is what MEC said.
Worst one. When I was guy. You speak Shona. And then how do you find yourself in Villa and Malala when you are supposed to be with Munangago there? You know he doesn't give me money to operate you guys. And I'm operating with my limited budget.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, well, you can't appreciate that. You're killing my health system. You are killing my health system. When you guys are sick, I'm hearing these days, you just say, let's cross Limpopo River. There's an MEC there who's running charity department. It's not. And I'm going to tell you something that is truthful and painful. You know, Stats SA goes and count people during the census and tell me that in Limpopo you have got 5.7 million people, and tell me out of that 5.7 million, 91% do not have medical aid. They are dependent on the state. 9% they will say has got medical aid. They depend on private hospital. And then they go and give National Treasury. When National Treasury allocates its budget, they said Limpopo has got 5.7 million people, and they subtract the 7%, 9%, and they give me the budget of the 91 to do all these operations. Now, I am here, instead of using the budget for what it's meant for, I'm operating for what Mnangagwa is supposed to do. And that is why when my people of Limpopo want health services, they can't get. And that is angering the community. Because you are coming here to, I was in George Masere. We are busy operating with Mozambican national everywhere. And you are not even registered anywhere. You are not counted. You are even illegal. And you are abusing me. This is unfair. It's unfair. I can't go to Zimbabwe and get health care. Do you think they can allow to operate me? It's for their own people. I went to Canada recently. You know, before I entered the country, I must show, before they give me a visa, I must show them that a proof that indeed if I fell sick in Canada, I'll be able to cater for myself. It's only in South Africa where people just come in. And people have got problems with Minister Mtwaledi. You know why he's like this? It's because he was working in health and he knows the pain. And people call him xenophobic to say he's anti-Zimbabwe. He's not anti-anybody. Minister Mtwaledi was feeling the pain. I used to go with him to Musina to see the problem there. So, Ceci, you won't be discharged until you settle your bill. You must charge him.
And we will change who we are. But our main focus is on where poor South Africans are. It's poor South Africans that are failing to get access to hospitals and clinics because there's an influx of illegal immigrants. It's poor South Africans that are failing to have their children get access to schools in their own country. It's poor South Africans who don't have a voice in this country because
I don't understand why South Africa should be an exception while each and every country around the world does this.
So, documenting a person who's not from that country to come to a particular country is done for a reason. And here's the reason. If I wake up this morning and I decide I want to go on holiday to France, and I need to let the French people know of my intention to come to France on holiday. And then the French will ask me in a questionnaire, how long are you staying? Where are you going to be staying? Do you have enough money to stay here? And then when it's time to go back, are you going to be able to afford to go back? They do that because they don't want to let me come on holiday and then eventually I do not leave their country. So this is a safety measure that they put in place to protect their country from people who are coming into France to stay permanently, whereas they do not have an intention of going on holiday, for example. Now, with South African law, there's actually the same thing or similar, where if I want to come to South Africa as a foreigner, I have to go through the application process. In fact, one of the things that I'm supposed to have when I come to South Africa is medical insurance. Now, medical insurance means that as a foreigner, if I get sick in this country, I'm going to go and get treated in a private hospital in South Africa. Right. So the problem that we have in South Africa is...
And we also had these puzzle shops owned by foreign nationals selling expired goods to our community, resulting in food poisoning, but then still we're expected to keep quiet.
And to that story that we led with, the Food and Nation Development Association has called for stricter regulation of foreign-owned businesses and townships. This follows the deaths of 5 children who died after consuming suspected poison, allegedly bought from a spaza shop in Naledi in Soweto. The children were all pupils from various primary schools in the area. Police have since launched an investigation into the incident. While some angry residents have closed down foreign spaza shop.
Then there's also the issue of drugs in which Nigerians are known for selling in our country.
Violent.
We are saying it's not about the foreigners, it's not about the Nigerians, but it is about the drugs that the Nigerians are selling on our streets together with the Nyaupes, the kids that have been here. This problem has been here for more than 20 years. And now we said, as from last week, we said enough is enough with the Nigerians.
And the last straw is Nigerians crowning an Igbo king in East London, South Africa.
Esiko Asikwendebo in East London. This is a mark of respect and recognition to his contributions to Igbo community in East London. The Igbo title is a symbol of leadership, respect and recognition to one's contribution to the society. The confinement of Igbo title is a significant event to the Igbos, both locally and globally.
Nigerians has arrived in South Africa about 30-something years ago and is trying to develop a viral community just like the Indian community and other communities that have settled in South Africa. We now have a vibrant Nigerian community in South Africa. Their circumstances led to their movement across the world as migrants, and what has intended to be a pain is becoming a blessing around our community. We are looking forward to tomorrow to crown the Igwe.
And then you get parties such as the EFF, whose interests you don't know who they're representing.
Let the borders be open. And if the gates are not going to be open for SADC, fellow SADC people, please find a creative way. This is your home. Your families are here. There's no way anyone is going to close you out here. Lesotho and Free State are one thing. Mpumalanga and Swaziland are one thing. Northwest and Botswana are one thing. Limpopo and Zimbabwe are one thing. What is the point? There's no point at all except people who suffer from self-hate. Put South Africa first nonsense. The borders are closed. Put South Africa says close the borders. The borders are closed. Are you employed now? You are not employed, even with borders closed. Even with the borders closed.
Are these black foreign nationals from all over Africa coming to South Africa to do that you feel is necessary for us as black South Africans? And when you think about it and you apply your mind to it, in these jobs that they go to, in these hospitals and schools and whatever that they go to, are they going to affect white people now, or are they affecting you as a black person? Don't tell us about land now. We're fine. We'll understand you guys are dealing with the land. But besides the land issue, if you have millions and millions of people coming into the country willing to work at the cheapest of labor, after people died for this country, for people of this country to benefit, and you want to tell me that you want those people to come into the country because they're black, what are they coming to do in the country? And when they get there, whose place are they taking? Because you can't tell me that when they're selling tomatoes on the streets, a South African could not be selling some tomatoes on the streets. When they're opening a tuck shop, a South African couldn't be opening a tuck shop. When they're busy sitting on the beds and they need healthcare, that South Africans don't need healthcare. That when they're working factory jobs, or when they're taking teacher jobs or doctor's jobs or whatever it is, who exactly would have been occupying those jobs or those places? Is it white people now?
If you love our content, please subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment.